going on, guys? So if you guys lost money today, this is a video that you're going to want to watch because, you know, the market really didn't present an opportunity to short itself until way later in the day. And if you realistically were trading before lunchtime, you should have been making money, and a lot of money. So one of the things that I'm going to talk about is a lot of times traders, you know, especially newer traders or less experienced traders, say you haven't been in the market all too long, maybe just a year, a couple of years, always trying to time the top or the bottom, always trying to kind of make that, you know, 50-cent move when there's potential $2-3 worth of upside. A lot of times we think the market is running, it's overextended, there's no way that it can go higher, or there's no way that it can go lower, and you try to short or you try to long when the trend is, you know, visibly and obviously going in the opposite direction, and you end up getting trapped and smashed in it, this, that, and the other. So I'm going to pull up a couple of stocks here, and we're going to go through, and I want to show you how there was no real reason why you should have been shorting before lunchtime, right? So most of the time, my trades are going to come within the first 1 to 2 hours, okay? Very rarely is it that I'm going to be taking scalps or day trades later on in the day. If I do take a trade later on in the day, it's going to be because I'm planning an overnight swing trade, which I actually do have an overnight swing trade. Go back and watch the last video that I just uploaded. But if we go ahead and take a look at NVIDIA, because NVIDIA was a stock that I played today, it was a fantastic winner. It was over 100% gain on it. Now, are those 100% winners going to come all the time? Absolutely not. But when you do get a trending day, you have to take advantage of it by all means possible. So if you lost, like this thought, you know, I still have a hard time getting it through my head. On a day like today, everyone should have been profitable. Everyone should have been profitable today. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, 100% of the traders out there all made money, but the majority of you guys should have been making money today, at least on one trade. If you took 4 or 5 trades today, you should have at least made money on 2 or 3 trades. Okay. You know, if you were scalping, yeah, maybe you had to take a small loss if you oversized yourself, but you quickly got out, managed your risk. That's fine. I'm not talking about that. I took a total of 4 or 5 trades today, and I did lose on one. I did cut it immediately. But the other ones were all winners, and it was pretty easy. This was an easy day before lunchtime. So if we kind of look at what's going on here with NVIDIA, we took out these pre-market highs, okay? As soon as we took out these pre-market highs, you know, 10 minutes after the market opened, we did close over that 20 SMA. You guys know who trade with me. I love using that indicator there. So we got our first close over the 20 SMA, also correlated with taking out these pre-market highs here at 6:40 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 181.85 is the pivot point there. And if I can kind of go back on my Discord here and kind of see, because I kind of alerted when I was getting in, 181.65 is the level that I got into here. So if we kind of look, 181.88, I got in on this upper wick here as soon as we started to take out these pre-market highs of 181.65, guys. So at what time? 6:37 a.m. I'm putting in the Discord that I'm looking to get long on the video here. There's no second guessing. There's no, you know, is this going to work or is this not? I'm simply looking at what I'm simply looking at. Where's pre-market highs at? Where's our next major supply zone at? And where can I potentially make some money, right? So, you know, if you're going to do this full time, especially if you're going to be a day trader or a scalper, you got to be ruthless. You got to be relentless. You have to, honestly, you have to be money hungry, right? And money hungry in a good way. Meaning that, you know, that doesn't mean if you have a $50,000 account, you're going to go ahead and put, you know, $25,000 on a particular trade. But what you need to do is do your homework, and you need to be ready to capitalize on these moves when they happen and not be hesitant. You cannot be scared in this game. If you are scared in this business, you are going to get absolutely destroyed, because there is another trader or another fund, another, you know, institutional hedge fund trader who is on the other side of that trade, and they are going to take advantage of you 9 times out of 10. So you need to be relentless, and you need to do your homework, and you need to believe in your technical analysis, and you need to believe in your discipline, your self-discipline, that you have enough discipline to get the hell out of the trade if it does not work, right? Am I going to be right on 100% of my trades? Of course not, right? What trader is right on 100% of their trades? You know, raise your hand if you are right on, you know, 10 out of 10 trades, right? I don't think any trader out there is right on 10 out of 10 trades, but you can still be right 4, 5, 6 times out of 10 and still be profitable. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that, as long as you can control your motions, and as long as you can cut that trade when it does not work, and when that trade is going against you, if you can get out of that trade it's all best for you, right? So if we kind of look at the pivot point here, that pivot point that I entered into was 181.68, 181.65. We get that confirmation. It's also a double confirmation here because it's the first close over the 20 SMA, and we get a 1, 2, 3, 4 candle push up. This is where I started to take my profits initially here, was at this upper supply zone here. Now, a lot of traders would have wanted to short at this area. Hey, we're overextended. Maybe we're going to pull back. But realistically on the video, if you look at the days, if you look at the pre-market lows, you look at the day's lows here, 178.14, as long as NVIDIA is trading over 178.14, there's no reason to be going short. There's no reason to be thinking that we are overextended. We are over pre-market highs. We're over the opening range lows. I mean, and we're over the pre-market lows. So there's no reason to think here, oh yeah, okay, this is it. You know, it's time to go short. The first person who went short on this rejection here the first time got absolutely slapped. Okay. And then when it broke the second time and did not close and give us that second high, if you tried to short this candle here at 7:25 a.m., you just got absolutely wrecked. If you missed this whole move here, there was another opportunity for you to kind of go ahead and get long. You can see push up, push up, push up here, consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. We are still power trending over the 5 SMA. Guys, if we are riding the 5 SMA, why would we be going short, right? I want you to raise your hand right now and speak in the comment section below. If we are trading over the 20 period moving average, and we are trading over the 10-day moving average, and we are trading over the 5-day moving average on a 5-minute time frame, why the hell would we be trying to go short? Okay, I'm waiting for an answer here. If your answer is anything other than, well, I thought we were going to sell off because we're overextended, you know, because there's no technical reason why we would trying to be short a stock like NVIDIA when we're riding over those short-term moving averages on a 5-minute time frame, guys. Doesn't make any sense. So that's why I'm saying you should have been making money here. Let me give you an example, right? Because obviously there was a chance to make money on the short side, and it didn't come to well after lunchtime here. We put in these highs at 192.45. You see, when we finally broke down below these 3 short-term moving averages, the 5, the 10, and the 20 moving average, do you see right here? And I'm going to try to blow this up a little bit more. If you, let me extend this. Let me move my chart around so you guys can see. Here's where we lost the 20 SMA, okay? Do you see this green line here? This is the 5 SMA. Do you see when this green line started to cross below the blue line being the 10-day moving average? When we got this cross below, this is a start of an indication, hey, maybe the short-term trend is going to change. As soon as we close below, okay, this 20-day moving average, and we get this crossover here, this is where you want to take your short position. Now, mind you, because the trend on the overall day is up, doesn't mean that we're coming all the way back down to day's lows. I want to make that very clear. It doesn't mean that we're going to short all the way back down to pre-market, you know, price levels. What it means is, how much room do we have to the next demand zone? And this is where we're going to want to take profits if we take this short. So this scalp here was 190.77, and it got a 5-minute drop down to 189.89, right? So we're looking at about almost $1 move. That's a fantastic play. That's a fantastic play. So you need to get more experienced, and you need to get more comfortable with reading the price action, reading the room, right? If you can't read the room, you got to leave the party. I'm just going to tell you that much right now. Read the room. The overall trend on the day was up today, especially on semiconductors, right? Overall trend is higher. However, there's a short-term macro or micro trend that now started to flip right after lunchtime, when we started to get those moving average crossovers and we started to lose that 20 SMA. Yes, there's a little bit of room to make some profits on a scalp. Did I take it? Of course not, because the overall trend is up. I'm not looking for the short position. But what I'm saying is there was still opportunities to read the room and read the price action and kind of get in there and make some money on the short. So guys, I want you guys to tell me right now, why did you lose money? And I can guarantee almost 9 out of 10 people are going to tell me because they thought we were overextended, because they didn't want to chase, because they were waiting for the pullback. But all of those things are all in here, okay? You have to read the room. What's going on with the price action? What is the price action telling you? Is the price action telling you that we're going to make a new low? Is the price action telling you that we're taking out, you know, opening range lows? Is the price action telling you that we took out Friday's lows? Okay, is the price action telling you that? No. So the only thing that's telling you that is the little guy right here on your shoulder. The little guy on your shoulder is telling you, don't take that trade because it's overextended. Don't take that trade because you're going to lose money. Don't take that trade because, oh, well, you missed it. There's no opportunity to make money. Guys, there was millions of opportunities to make money, okay? Theoretically speaking, millions of ways to make money. Okay, hundreds of ways to make money here on NVIDIA. If we just kind of rewind in time here, let me zoom this out a little bit and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here. So if you missed the opening range play here over the pre-market highs and over this 20 SMA, when we came into this first level of supply here, you're going to take this high price here, this first initial break, and this is going to be your trend line 186.74. As soon as we take that out, you're going to go ahead and get long. You're going to use a 5 and 10 day moving average as your stop. There's play number 2. As soon as we make this next run up here and we pull back down, okay, we pull back down into this moving average here, we had a pop, pull back. As soon as we take out this high here of 188.82, here was another trade that went from 188.82 all the way to 189.90. Guys, I mean, think about it. That's almost a dollar move there. Then we pull back. Here's the pullback here, and here's the reclaim of these short-term moving averages. There was another play at 189.06. Okay, if you wanted to get long, 189.06. As long as we don't lose this 20-period moving average, we're going to go ahead and ride this trade, and that went from 189 all the way to 192. Here was a short potential trade for a scalp here. So if you lost money, more than likely it's because A, you didn't take the trade, or you took a short position and you kept trying to short every new high, right? If you were trying to constantly short every new high today, you got slapped. And I'm brutally honest, and I'm not here to sugarcoat things. Have I been slapped in the face before by the market? Of course, hundreds of times. I'm never right 100% of the time. I'm barely right half the time. The only thing that I'm very good at is I'm very good at getting the hell out of the trade when I know that the trade's going against me. Okay, I'm not a person that's going to average down. I never average down on my options plays. I never, try to keep shorting tops or try to bounce new lows. Okay, if the trade doesn't work, I got to either flip my bias or I got to turn off the computer screen. If I lose 2 or 3 trades in a row, I got to get the hell out of here and go do something else. Go work out, go for a walk, go for a bike ride. I got to go do something, right? I can't sit here and consistently take bad trade after bad trade after bad trade. But today was a perfect example of how today could have made someone's weekly P&L. Today could have made your monthly P&L if you played the right size, okay? Moves were absolutely insane today. $13 move, 7% just on the semiconductors alone. You should have been making money on this particular stock. Just this one stock, okay? Don't even let me get into Tesla up $10 on the day. Don't even let me get into Apple up $3.50 on the day, okay? And if you trade futures, it was up 250 points. So you should have been making money, okay? You should have been making money to the long side. If you guys want to learn how to trade, you guys want to kind of, go over some strategies together, join the Discord. That link is down in the description box below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.